Good morning, good afternoon, traders. Welcome everyone after the long weekend, Memorial Day for the US traders. I hope you enjoyed your long weekend and ready for this shortened trading week. Welcome everyone, VIP room traders, 44 room traders, and of course the team. Hi Clifton, hi Scott. Good morning, Mark, Steve C. Nice to see you. Short squeeze on SBET. We are going to just check it in a minute. So, traders, I hope you got a nice, relaxing weekend and ready for a dump and now a pump market. Thanks to some tariffs news again, like tariffs news just caused a very nasty dump on Friday, thanks to the 50% threat on the European countries by Trump, and even Apple got some bad news. But seems like the same tariffs news are going to cause a little green stripe after the market open, and this is delaying the 50% of tariffs until the 9th of July, if I remember right, on the exact date. So actually, this trade war is still there, and it's still carrying a really serious risk indeed, but seems like everything is just dropped as a bomb, and after that it's postponed. So this is an interesting politics indeed, but this is what we have. And now everything is just pushing higher on the good news on the postponing the last threat on the tariffs. So the Dow Ice 500 point gain with the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq set to follow suit after Trump delays EU tariff threat. Treasury yields started to decline. As you remember, they just caused some trouble as well last week. Hi, Clifton. Nice to see you. Dor, good morning. Nice to see you too. So let's see what else we have here, traders, in the main news. As you know, today it's Tuesday, and we have already economic news released. Not the best ones in either. The core durable goods orders and the durable goods orders, both of them. Actually, the durable goods orders, it's lower than expected. As I've seen, 7.5% was the previous data and minus 6.3% this the data at the moment they updated one. The core durable goods orders, it was a bit better though than expected. HPI monthly worse than expected, and even the S&P CS Composite 20 HPI, it's worse than expected. And this is still not the end. On the economic front, at 10 o'clock, we are going to get the CB consumer confidence released. And later on, though, after the market closing, FOMC member Williams is going to speak. This week, traders, it's a shortened week, but I must tell you, it's a quite of a busy week on the economic front, thanks to tomorrow's FOMC meeting minutes. For example, at 2 p.m., Richmond Manufacturing Index at 10 o'clock. Thursday comes some pending home sales, GDP price index, unemployment claims. So quite of a busy week, despite of being just a 4 days trading week indeed. Hi, Mayer. Good morning to you. Hi, Anne. Good morning. I hope you had a nice and long weekend, guys, at least on the trading front. And let's see whether this again tariffs news caused a pullback on the market or a bump on the market. It's going to be valid even after the market is going to be open. Hi Tara, good afternoon to you. Nice to see you all. And let's just see the big movers here. I'm still going to go through the headlines. We have some buyouts here, like for example, CRM just bought Informatica is in a 8.8, yes, $8 billion AI play. A big bet indeed. We are going to check Infa and CRM too. What else in here? Business investments post biggest drop in 6 months. Trade war still disrupting the economy. This is what I was talking about, the durable goods orders indeed. Hi, Todd. Good morning to you. Yes, Mark O. And we are just going to check this SBET soon too. Thank you very much indeed. DJT news here as well. DJT stock is rallying on report that shareholders face delusion. That's odd, but not in the world of crypto. So we can just watch DJT as well. AutoZone AZO, it's on the rise. First revenue beat in 5 years. That's a big thing indeed. What else in the news? Well, not too much. It's quite of a great start of the week, I must tell you. Like it's not a flat market to start with. Let's see whether it can stretch further after the market opening bell. Bitcoin, though, it's a bit stronger today, 0.45% higher. Asian markets green, European markets mixed but rather green as I see. And as I mentioned you, the yields, the treasury yields are declining. So there is a chance that might this nice move on the SPY and the triple Q, which is at the moment, I'm just telling you how we are sitting, triple Q 1.50% to the upside and SPY is 1.38% to the upside in the pre-market already. And as I mentioned you, we have some great movers as well, like for example, Infa, sorry, and CRW, Corwave is here as well, Apple, Tesla, Dell, so we have a lot indeed. Jerome Powell news here says that the biggest career mistake grads can make is avoiding risks. Well, I would say this is not just for the grads. It's definitely it can be a big mistake for example, for traders as well. But actually, we are going to hear the FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow, what Powell and the Fed thinks about the economy. So tomorrow, 2 p.m. is going to be an interesting afternoon trading, guys. All right, China's industrial profit growth accelerates in April as Beijing policy measures cushion tariff impact. So this is the news, and that's why I think we have seen the Chinese Hang Seng to the upside. Also, Asia Pacific markets just traded mixed as investors assess Trump's tariffs plans. The latest upgrade just for the newcomers. Trump just suddenly delayed the tariffs. That was a threat on Friday, which just caused a big dump on the markets. Now it's causing a big pump because he just delayed the 50% tariffs on Europe until the 9th of July. So July, guys, it's going to be a quite of a hectic month. I can see it already. Like almost all of these delays and postpones on the tariffs is going to be valid again in the month of July. And don't forget, there comes the next earnings season as well. So I think we are not going to get bored during the July and August trading indeed. All right, traders. Hi, Martins. Good morning to you. Nice to see you. Okay, so guys, indeed, if you have any questions, please just let me know. Just for your attention, we just started our summer sale. So if you are interested, check out our promotion sites and the website as well. And if you have any questions, please just ask me on my email as usual. And now let's just move to the new stocks. So which are the nicely moving stocks for today? Well, we can start, for example, with Tesla. As the electric vehicle maker rose more than 2% after Elon said in a Saturday post on X, he will give greater attention to his company's writing. I must be super focused on XAI and Tesla, plus Starship launch next week, as we have critical technologies rolling out. Musk has been criticized for focusing too much on his work with the Trump administration and the Doge, as you know, but seems like he already mentioned this before, and seems like he thinks it, meant it and mean it still, that he's serious about this change. And definitely this is a great news for the Tesla stockholders and traders. So let's see how does Tesla look like in the pre-market and especially on the daily, whether we can expect this for continuation. Yes, actually, I really would like to see now finally when the Tesla is going to break this consolidation phase. Now it is on this $348 area. It's still not out of the woods. I would say until we cannot see this Tesla breaking this 355, 57 area for good, This is still in a consolidation phase, but there is no doubt, guys, that this stock is strong today. So I completely agree with Scott because I'm just going to call it to my long list first. So Tesla, let's see what you can do and whether it can just finally break this consolidation on the daily. If you have anything, traders, please just let me know in the chat. The guys were checking this SBET, which seems like maybe it's not tradable on the TFS platform. I'm just going to check my other platform here though. Okay. What is that? SBET. Yes, Sharplane Gaming, INC, which is at the moment, it's wow. Okay, guys, kidding me? It's 400%. What is my change here? It's percentage or points? Sorry, I cannot see that. Percentage. 400? Wow, okay. I think it's about short squeeze, guys. I don't know how about you, Mark. It's like not on fire. It's just crazy indeed. That is unbelievable. All right, what do you think? Can we still see anything about this stock to go higher? I don't know, but you know what? I'm just going to put it to the secondary list. Also, I think we cannot trade it on the unfortunately on the TEFS platform. As you know, TEFS it is a proprietary trading company, and as it is, it's defending not just its money, but the traders' interest as well, with not allowing trading the high risk stocks. What does it mean? Like the pink sheets, the very cheap stocks like under $5 stocks with no liquidity. It's highly risky, and I think that's why we cannot trade this SBT here, but looks like very interesting. High end RS float, okay, it's 52 million. That's high, that's for sure. Okay, but we can watch it just for like an interesting move today. Hi Lee, good morning to you. Nice to see you. Okay, I hope you had a nice long weekend and ready for today, guys. So far, what is moving the markets higher? 1.40% on the SPY, 1.50 on the triple Q. Trump tariffs news, of course, again, as always. And at this time, this is a pumping because he just delayed the 50% tariff threat on the European countries or the European Union just until the 9th of July again. Hi, Jeremy. DJT, yes, it's on my list. NVO and IONQ, not yet, but we are going to watch it. And you know what? Let's just continue with DJT. As I mentioned you, there were some news on the stock. It's up or down 5% now after being up. That's why I just started it's up because in the pre-market it was in a pump mode. Now they are dumping it, and let's see exactly the news. So Trump India stock, the Truth Social parent company jumped 9% after Financial Times reported that the company plans to raise $2 billion in fresh equity and $1 billion through a convertible bond in order to spend on cryptocurrencies. So this likes as a highly likely crazy stock for today again. So I'm just going to call it, guys, the secondary list. This looks like a completely passionate crazy stock at the moment. I'm not sure I want to touch it, just if there will be a really nice entry on that. Yes, Buzak, SBT secured 425 million investment. Wow, that's a huge number. Yes, and actually it is, as we just got used to it now since the beginning of the year, we can call it that this is an extraordinary market environment. I know it's not easy. By the way, just for your intention, I was just doing my homework. I was promising for some of my traders who just contacted me that which patterns, which setups can work the best indeed during the market. I made the homework. That means that I have setups like just saved. If you want to get a sample of that, then please just write me an email. So it's just just screenshots of setups which I like. If you want to get it as well, please just write me an email. I'm more than happy to share it with you. That's why we are still here together every day to help each other. And I think this can be a great one indeed. Hi, Anne. Okay, so guys, here it is, the next one. So DJT, I'm just going to put it on my secondary list at the moment. Next one in the row, let's see PDD, which was actually an earning stock. And this tumbled more than 20%. Ouch, doesn't look good. And we can just put it definitely to the short list. I completely agree with Scott. Next one in the row, it's AZO, AutoZone. AZO should be. Maybe I don't know the. Okay, just a second. All right, yes, here we are. This stock, though, as far as I remember, it's not a volume. Yeah, it's a very, very big problem with the volume indeed. It's not a high volume stock. Now it's just 1,000. If you like this stock, I can put it on the secondary list, but this is not my favorite. Even it doesn't look the best indeed. SoundHound looks interesting today too. I completely agree on Sound as this just got an upgrade as far as I remember. SoundHound, I like it, I love it, especially if it's going to move even towards to this $11 level, and the $10 is going to stay as a strong support. And this is among the big movers too. Next one here, it's and the last one as I see, not just the last one, not yet, but Informatica and Salesforce, I already mentioned them. Traders, be careful with Informatica, INFA. At the moment, it's moving beautifully to the upside thanks to the news that CRM is ready to acquire the company. But usually these deals are done before the opening bell. I'm not sure though it's done because this is just still moving higher and it's up only 5%. Let's just put it on the long side. But again, if we are speaking about buyouts, this can be a done deal before the market open. What does it mean? The move has been done in the pre-market and might it's not going to move further, but I'm going to keep an eye on that. And with that, Scott called CRM to the long side as well. Thanks to this news, let's see whether it can stretch a bit higher indeed. So CRM at the moment is 0.32%. It started with a gap up. Also Friday it was quite weak, and don't forget that the stocks that are buying, who are the buyers, usually their stock price is going lower. And let's see CRWV. This can be definitely a nice long candidate here, thanks to the news that the stock got its first Wall Street downgrade since its post-IPO rally. But despite of that, it is just going higher. Barclays downgraded, by the way, to equal weight from overweight on Monday, saying it's optimistic on the stock for the long run, but the short-term upside is limited. Looks like not everyone is thinking the same way, because CoreWave looks like a strong for today. Interesting market, definitely. And Champion Homes is the last one, Sky, which is down 11%. But let me just check here the pre-market volume, because I'm afraid that this can be a problem there too. Yes, only 23,000, not my favorite on the pre-market, because especially because of the pre-market volume. I'm going to put it to the second or to the short list though, but I'm going to be careful with that one. And one gold stock, gold mine to be precise, it is on the list too, a gold miner, which is NEM, Newmont, and this is going down in the precious metal price. Spot gold, considered a safe haven, was down 1.5% after President Donald Trump delayed tariffs on the European Union. So this is just moving along with the gold. If you like these gold stocks, you can just check it to the short side. This can be an interesting one to the short side. I agree with Scott, has this on the list too. Not a long list for today, traders, so that's why I'm just going to check it quickly. My list here, what is the strongest. IONQ is just mentioned by Jeremy. Let me just check it. How does it look like? Yep, it is still looking strong. Also, this would be, can be the third big green day after each other, which sometimes it's just raising a red flag by me, but you are completely right. We should watch it on the intraday for some nice opportunities. To the downside, I like PDD, as I mentioned, you quite of a ugly move. BABA is moving down as well, by the way. All of the gold-related long ETFs are moving down, RGLD, and the rest too, as I've seen. And on my list, KO is still, Coca-Cola is still red, but nothing else. Among the big movers, like the big names, the FANG stocks, and so on, Meta strong, Apple strong, Tesla, Nvidia, AMD. AMD, I like it the best because this is just up 3.4% at the moment. I really like it though. And if I'm just checking a little bit more my big movers here, I've seen AMBA, for example, more than 3% higher. All right, NVO you mentioned, and this is going very nicely up, like 5% higher. As I've seen, even mRNA is not bad. CCJ, OKLO, my biggest trades of Friday, guys. I had 3 winners on Friday. OKLO and CCJ were among the biggest winners. I'm still going to watch day stocks as well. As you can see, these are still strong here. Okay, so these I'm just going to move it to the secondary list, and like that we have enough candidates to start the day with. VIP room traders, good luck for you. Have a nice start of the day into the green on this Tuesday, and see you tomorrow. Thank you. And you traders, of course, as always, I'm just going to stay here with you for trading, and I just hope we can rinse and repeat this beautiful Friday with 3 winners. So far, I'm going to focus on PDD for sure to the short side. And I really like Tesla SoundHound to the long side together with AMD. On the short side, still maybe this NEM can be an interesting play thanks to the pullback on the gold. But as you know, this is a quite of a let's call it like a sorry. This is a Monday. Like I know it's Tuesday, but this is for the market. It's a Monday morning. What does it mean? It's going to be hectic, volatile, as always. But at least we have a direction, at least a gap, which I really hope it's going to be a gap and go. Because if we will get a gap and go, that means that we will get a nice trend, and it's always easier to trade in a nice trending market, as we could not see that too many times in the recent weeks, indeed, and months. So I just hope for that. Okay, Scott is here with us for sure. That's great. Okay. GME, Busak, I'm just checking. This is another meme stock. Look at the daily. Oh, wow. Yeah, two huge green candle it just made already. And it's quite, oh yeah, $33 area. I'm just checking it. Okay, 34.30. It seems like a stronger 34.50, I would say rather. Looks like as a stronger daily resistance. So I'm going to be careful with that level. But so far, looks like as a possible another gap and go trade higher. Hi, Sebastian. Good morning. Nice to see you. And we are going to start in like 5 minutes, guys. So if the market keeps this nice and strong green move to the upside, I'm going to focus mainly on longs. Also, do not forget, guys, that after this quite of a little disappointing core durable goods orders, we're going to see at 10 o'clock the consumer confidence, which I think in this market environment, it means a lot, okay? So I'm going to be careful that this is going to move the market at 10 o'clock. All right, 34.40 long On the GME, you mean? We can watch it for sure. Hi, Uma. Good morning to you. Nice to see you. I see, I think maybe today is just Scott with us. Maybe even Amir is going to join. I don't know yet. I think DVG is still traveling from the VIP room. Yes, Buzak, this is what I'm watching. And yes, you are very much right that the stock needs to break this level, this 3440 level for sure. It's at the moment it's just playing as a quite of a stronger resistance there indeed, fortunately, which is not the best. Okay, just watching what else we have here. QBTX, DGNX, RGTX. These are really strong today. I'm just watching these stocks there too. Okay. RGTX looks interesting. RGTX, it's a lower volume, but this is quite of a new stock. I'm just watching the strongest stocks, guys, at the moment. NVO, it mentioned by Jeremy too, and I like, you know what I like, especially in the NVO, not just the pre-market volume and a nice move to the upside, but even the fact that this stock on the daily, it looks quite extended and might ready to move higher. It's on the $71 area and it's over this consolidation. Yeah, we can, guys, we should watch this MBO too. MBO looks interesting in my opinion. AMD, I'm going to watch it as well as I mentioned you. And NVO, I'm just going to put it here to the long side. Okay. Scott is calling some stocks already, as he always does. And he called Soundhound, of course. It's no doubt, it's already on my list, over 10.10, so $10.10. He's going to go for a nice long. Tesla looks nice too. He's just going to call it next, I think. And as I mentioned you, I'm going to keep an eye even on AMD because I like it here for a possible continuation. I'm going to take off my pre-market because it messes up with my VWAP and I really need my VWAP here. I'm going to put AMD here to watch it. Scott is watching PDD for a short under 98 too. Yeah, he doesn't think even on the infra that there will be any move on the infra because this was a buyout stock traders. Please be careful on that. That the buyout stocks usually they're not moving too much after the market bell, thanks to the big move before the market opening bell indeed. So the deal has been done already. They're out for a party. Okay, CCJ is still up and OKLO, as I mentioned you. I'm going to watch these two. Huge green candles for the nuclear energy stocks. Hood is not bad either. Hood is up like 2.9%, as I see. Okay. Scott likes DJT. PRDR is not bad either. 2%, more than 2% higher. VRT is up too. LYB. I'm just watching this. Let's see PRTR. How does it look like now? PRTR can be a possible reversal here. I like it, especially over 127, guys. EH Raspi, hi. Good morning. Yes, PRTR, I'm going to check it for sure. And I'm just going to check it quickly, this EH. Okay. Right, traders, less than a minute to start. EH looks like all of the Chinese stocks are down thanks to PDD, in my opinion. So that's why we can just watch all of them to the short side. All right, traders. So good luck, everyone. Let's see what's coming next here. Hi, Humble Ninja. Nice to see you. APPM. Okay. Yes, the chat is delayed. I mean, the sound is delayed. I mean, not on purpose, but it's just because of the YouTube with like 3 seconds. We could not make it better, unfortunately. But the VIP room, by the way, it's prompt, like no delay. Okay, guys, so far a nice gap up on the market. Again, the question whether we can make a gap and go here. SoundHound already making a huge move. Look at that. Amazing. AMD pulling back a little bit. Tesla looking strong, balancing on this 350 level. RGTI, wow, I can't believe this stock is still going. Microsoft very strong too. But Meta was quite strong too before the market opened. AMD pulling back a little bit. That's good indeed. I mean, we can just get a nice, hopefully a nice gap and go. GME checking. GME looks, if you are looking for this breakout, watch out. This is the third big green day for still for this GME, and it's a meme stock. Also, if it's going to make a consolidation now and then breakout, might it can show some strength here. All right, traders, the market started to pull back a little bit, but not a biggie. I'm watching this AMD, as I mentioned you, for a possible gap and go play. SoundHound has not stopped yet. It's just moving higher. Okay, Allo giving up, interestingly. Scott is watching DJT2. Tesla non-stop, Microsoft non-stop, and VDA moving lower. Okay, SoundHound is moving lower. Now I'm going to watch this. Oh, Apple breaking down, guys. This is not good for the triple Q. Apple is breaking down. DJT is breaking down. PLTR down too. So nice green pre-market. But unfortunately, the continuation is not guaranteed. The GME was nice. Puza, good luck with that. Meme stocks does not care about the supports and resistances, right? Crazy indeed. All right, traders, so I am still watching this AMD for a nice gap and go. Unfortunately, Tesla, it was an open range break. I did not want to take it, especially on a Monday morning, which I know it's a Tuesday, but officially this is the day for the start. DJT completely crazy, moving down like crazy. PDD, unfortunately, it's moving higher than lower, but still can be a reversal play later. So, Tesla, wow. Okay, low down. Apple doesn't look good, and the market is under the VWAP. Wow, not a good start. Just for the GME and Tesla. Scott wants to take DJT for a reversal trade over 25. He's just calling DJT 25 for a reversal. And actually, I am watching this. Not yet. I'm not convinced yet whether we are going to see a reversal on that market, guys. Let's just be careful there. CRM is going lower too. Mm. So DJT 25 long from Scott. Market pushing lower now. Google is making a nice move here. Scott is convincing himself not to jump into trades too soon. I know that feeling. Beautiful GME play, Buzak. Well done. GME very strong. Tesla coming back. SoundHound hesitating. PLTR down. Apple down. So everything seems like traders are quite of a nasty pullback. We should wait what's going to come next. Adding there, nice ending point on 35, perfect indeed, and even the volume is big. So this stock seems like it's not going to stop soon. All right, traders, among the big stocks, I see Google, it's quite strong. I'm going to watch it around this VWAP. I'm still watching NVDA and AMD for a possible reversal. Overall market, though, it's still pulling back. If this is a gap and go, then this is going to stop soon and we are going to see a reversal candle. If not, then we can go for shorts. CRM, just missed this. PDD, which I am watching at the moment. And this can be the PDD, a nice short, but I would say under just the round number 98. I'm going to try it for a gap and go play, 98. And I'm going to take only a half share size because it's still too early. And I do not like this market too much indeed. We need to see a stop soon in this bleeding. Stop loss, it should be around 99 or over 100, guys, with this PDD. Scott buying SOUN soon. 10:15, he's going to buy the SOUN. This is the market gap and go, traders. Let's see whether now we can stop. Triple Q stopped, AMBD pulling back nicely. Watching here Google, by the way. Okay, PDD is in. I would like to see on the PDD at least a 90, 96, 60, 70 for a partial. Want to see the breakdown under the lows. RGTI breaking down, DJT is down, Meta is down. Nice, let's see 97 break traders here. And the PDD. SPY is, triple Q is trying to make a reversal there. Ooh, Tesla, I missed this 352 entry there. Okay, traders, I'm still watching this AMD there. Google doesn't look bad either. Google over this 171.10 looks a great reversal. Apple, it's reversing too. In the meantime, I just keep an eye on this PDD. I want to see a break under the 97 first. So Scott is ready to buy SoundHound over 10.15. DJT entry was not in yet, I think, and it's a bit too low now. If you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. GME trade was very nice. Really hope we see a breakdown on the PDD soon. And I want to see a continuation pattern on the AMD. I missed this nice reversal. And I'm still watching this possible Google continuation. We need a continuation though on the triple Q2. Tesla, it's a beast today. Nice, Buzak. On this GME. Amazon is not doing too much as I see. Sound hand, I'm going to watch it too, especially around 10:20. Triple Q, nice. Back to the VWAP. I'm still not completely convinced by this market. Still a bit fragile. Okay, Scott just bought SOUN on 10:15, as I've told you. Wow, but like this GME is really strong, as I see. Crazy. All right, I start liking even better this AMD traders, but only over 113 and 32 AMD. Stop loss. Stop loss on the AMD, it should be under 112 and 90, 112 and 90 on the AMD. This PDD doesn't want to go down, unfortunately. That's not a good news. Okay. But PDD just held by the VWAP. This is still a good news indeed. Nice reversal on PLTR. Google is still trying triple Q. Nice move, but still not out of the woods. It needs to break the VWAP first. Here comes your GME again. Okay, AMD is not in yet. PDD is still fighting here. Also, traders, I do not want to see PDD over 99. I'm not going to let it go till 100. If it's breaking higher the VWAP, that's not going to be a good sign at all. Microsoft is not that strong. Meta is not that strong. Google is suffering a lot on this VWAP, but the overall semicons are not that bad. And you know what? What I forgot completely? Amir's favorite, MU. And this looks good. I like MU. Let's see whether we can see a nice consolidation pattern. GME beautiful. Yes, Tara, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, you are very much right. And Meta. Doesn't mean they cannot get, a U-turn, but so far not the best. Oh, come on, AMD. Fortunately, Triple Q got a rejection from the VWAP too. That's not a good sign. Or PDD is still trying hard. AMD not the best, but it's okay. Nice reversal on the Soundhound. I'm going to watch it around 10:30 to join here, and AMD is not doing the right job there. I do not want to see that to break the 112.90, but latest 80. PLTR gave up to. Market cannot make yet this nice gap and go, which I would like to see first. Like go over the VWAP and higher. This is what I would like to see from the market now. And don't forget, we have a 10 o'clock news. It's still a lot to go, so I hope AMD and PDD is going to do a partial until this point. SBT, it's halted. Scott is watching it now. Stocks are trying to get over the VWAP. SPY is over the VWAP, but not the triple Q yet. And this PDD, I'm starting to be fed up with this. It should have been done already, way lower. Still patient with the trade. I just like to see some progress now. Okay, nice AMD. Go, go, go. On the AMD traders, I want to see a 113.80 partial. And I really want to see PDD to develop something here. If not, I'm going to be out. I don't want to lose or nothing. It needs to drop now. Overall market again, SPY over the VWAP, Triple Q is still hesitating on the VWAP, and most of the big names are quite weak. DJT is coming back. Nice. Triple Q is trying hard. This can make a nice move on the AMD. Hopefully, PDD still looks weak, but the overall market is quite a bit undecided, still undecided. Apple is moving down. This I don't like to see what the Apple is doing, guys, regarding the tech stocks. Indeed, we're just dancing on the lows again. If Soundhound is going to go back over the VWAP and the neckline, I'm going to watch it for a long, but not at the moment. Oof, Google dropping. Okay, traders, both of our trades are still in green, small green, not a huge green. And again, AMD, I want to see this AMD to break at least the 113.50 first. Market is still suffering. Ooh, I forgot MU. MU was a nice intraday breakout too, similar to the AMD. NVDA is not there either, just suffering, going sideways. Buzak, you're going to add to BDD under the low of the day, not a bad idea. All right, traders, finally, one of our trade is just making the move here. AMD, as we had like a 40 cents of stop loss, we can take it around 113.70 earliest as a 75% off. I'm going to be ready for that move. Triple Q is moving nicely higher. Nice, 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 nice. And even or PDD is going down. All right, traders, I am ready to take a partial on the AMD. I just do not trust this market too much. Here is the 70. Fantastic. Okay, took my first partial, 75% off on the AMD trade. And I'm going to move my stop loss on the AMD. As you can see, this little arrow, that means that I'm off. And I'm going to put my stop loss just 5 cents under the entry. In the meantime, here comes PDD2. On the PDD though, we need to see this 97.30 break, Buzak. I completely agree with you to see whether we can stretch it lower. But come on, break it, PDD. All right, traders, AMD next partial should be around 114.80. Listen, this is the third attempt. It's trying to break the lows. I mean, the PDD, it needs to do that. All right, traders, I'm going to get Soundhound over 1030. This is my third trade here. Very nice. I really like this AMD now. Stop loss under the lows, of course. 32 is going to be my entry on the Soundhound. And I'm waiting for the partialing on the PDD, but I really want to see now this drop. Market, nice comeback, nice reversal back to the highs. We just need to continue higher. So 32, 1032 is going to be my entry on the Soundhound, SOUN. And AMD, I took my first partial already, and I'm waiting for the second after it's just broke the 114. PDD still hesitating, traders. But the good news, we do not need to go out with a full 1 hour if, actually this is just half hour because I took it, half hour. I'm going to be out on 94.40. So with a 60 cents loss only. Reason for that, it's a Chinese stocks. I do not trust they can make a very interesting moves, let's call it like that. It can be tricky. So if it goes over 98.40, I'm going to close it out. Overall market shows strength, but to see that the strength can be continued, we need a break over the high. I'm still not in the Soundhound traders, okay? Soundhound is going to be 1032 as an entry and stop loss under the lows, which is like under 10 around. NVDA doesn't look bad either. Last chance, PDD. Last chance. Come on. Oh, PDD, come on. Hmm. Don't like what I do see on the PDD. Volume is there too. Oops. By accident, I get out on the PDD. I just wanted to change my stop loss, but by accident, I just get out. I wanted to get out over 98.50 to give a little bit more chance, but sorry, guys. It was my fault. But on the AMD traders, I'm going to be ready to take a second partial around 114.70. Soundhound is not in yet. Google is going back again to this 171.10. Interesting. GME is moving back, Buzak. Be careful with this one. Just checking the nice. Microsoft is making a reversal. DJT, it's making an intraday breakout formation now. This 25 can be interesting again for a long. But I have a feeling traders that the market is waiting for the 10 o'clock news. Let's see. So next comes Sound soon. 32, it's my entry there. And I want to see a 20 cents there as a partial, so around 10.50. Come on, Soundhound. And PDD is still in. I was just, my finger was not on the right button. And by accident, I just sold it or closed it because this was a short. Okay, traders, so Soundhound, 20 cents I want to see. AMD still looks good. Stop loss on the entry now. And PDD is still alive. Hanging on a thread, but still alive. If you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. 7 minutes till the news. 7 minutes till the news, don't forget. NVDA doesn't look bad either here. But we need you market. Triple Q SPY consolidating on the highs. No decision yet though. Watch out with the PDD traders. If it's breaking this consolidation high, it doesn't worth to hold it. Come on, Soundhound, you can fly till 11 easily. Tesla, it's muted completely. Look at that stock. Nasty consolidation there. Okay. Market is on a waiting point. I don't like that. All right, traders, Soundhound is still consolidating. I think PDD is not doing the right job. I'm out of PDD with a very small loss as I just took half share size and I did not take a full R minus at all. And I am in Soundhound with full share size and AMD. I'm waiting for the second partial on the AMD and for the market. And look at this Apple thing. Apple is very weak, guys. Look at this Apple. Doesn't look good at all. Hood, nah. I took it off my radar, Alamu. Ah, shoot, that was nice. How about coin? Okay, guys, here comes our beautiful Soundhound. I did not take enough share size here. Oh, it's okay. AMD is still in. SoundHound, I want to see the 50 level, 1050. And finally, the triple Q is breaking out. That can be good for our AMD. Amazon is moving higher. I'm wondering whether Microsoft can go back too. Meta is not bad either now on this 636. Fantastic SOUN. Ah, I should have bought more. Or I'm just waiting a bit more to take the partial there. So traders, AMD and SoundHound in. I get out with a small loss on the PDD. So one loser, two winners so far, which is not bad. And yeah, unfortunately, we missed this hood thing here. MU2, but at least there is AMD. AMD was very similar to the MU. All right, traders, here is the SoundHound partialing point, which is going to be the same 75% of my share size, 1045. 47, 48, beautiful. Semi-round number, that's why I was choosing the 1050 because this is a typical semi-round number, and by the cheaper stocks, semi-round numbers can be a quite of a strong support resistance levels as well. So that's why I'm watching this level like a hawk. PDD is back 98. Nice, Buzak. I did not want to hold it. Okay, traders, in the meantime, here we are. This was my dream number for the first profit-taking partial on the SoundHound. I'm just taking off 75% now, exactly 20 cents. Very good. I just took it. So first partial SoundHound has been made, AMD first partial too, and I really hope we are going to see 11 today. And let's see the PDD. It's off my radar now, but I'm just going to check it. It's still dancing over the VWAP. I don't like it, but I really hope it's going to make a reversal for you. All right, traders, two beautiful winners so far. I really hope to see the continuation on the AMD as well, not just on the SoundHound. And one small loser on the PDD on my side. And I'm not going to take another trade, at least a new trade at the moment. Reason for that, news coming in 1 minute, consumer confidence traders, consumer confidence, which can be a market mover. 1090 is going to be my next partial on the SoundHound. And AMD, I want to see a break over 119. Also, the stop loss on the AMD can be now under 113 and 50. So we can lock in a little profit there. The SoundHound is still in, AMD is still in. And market will decide soon which direction to continue here. Yes, Lar, I was watching SMCI. I just did not like the volume too much. Now, of course, I did regret. So among the semicon stocks, now Tesla, good morning. Among the semicon stocks, I think AMD, MU, and SMCI has been the strongest so far, which is at least on my list. Microsoft is not doing anything at all. Okay, I'm just checking the other stocks here in the meantime. Apple looks like as a double bottom if it would break the VWAP finally. We still have a minute to go till the news traders. Watch out. Stop loss AMD 113.40. Just lock in a bit profit. And SoundHound is going to be out under 1030. SPY triple Q on the highs. No new call either from Scott. He's waiting for the news too. SoundHound looks beautiful. I really want to see this stock up $20 at least. Oh, news out. News out. First sight, nice move to the upside, but it's not going to stay like that, so watch out. Ooh, Google finally just broke this 171.10. Okay, nice. 30 more cents to take a partial, the second partial on the sound. And here comes AMD traders. Finally, 114. How many I have? 200, 113, 114.50. Let's see if it can break 114.50. If it cannot, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to take my second partial on the AMD. But first, let's just go there. Apple is breaking out. Market is breaking out. I'm just checking the king. PLTR 126.50 runs before me, but PLTR volume, I don't like it too much. I'm just checking the news. Just a sec. So today is the 27th, Tuesday, and we have been waiting for the consumer confidence. Better. Wow, much better indeed. I'm surprised. 85.7 was the previous, 87.1 was the expectation, and 98 is the number, so much better than expected. Which don't be fooled, because sometimes the market is not, absorbing the news I mean the good news as it continues higher, but at this time seems like, yeah, it is like a clear good news. All right, traders, here comes our AMD. Soundhound is not moving higher. It's not good, but it's okay. And here on the AMD, as I mentioned you, I'm going to watch this 114.50 level for a possible second partialing point there. Nice breakout on the both of the SPY and the triple Q. AMD is still pushing a bit higher, not too much though. And Soundhound is going to be out under 10. You know what? I'm not going to wait until 10:30. Like if it's breaking 10:38, I'm going to be out. Just a small profit lock in. SPY triple Q, nice breakout, but now it stopped again. Meta is breaking. JP Morgan not. How about Microsoft? Ooh, this DJT is completely down at the moment. Microsoft is not showing any strengths. Even Amazon and Google is stronger than Microsoft, not even mentioning this Meta. Okay, Tesla, beautiful move too. I'm still holding Soundhound and I'm still holding AMD traders. On the AMD, I am ready to take a second partial soon, because as I see, the overall market just tapped a bit too, not just the... Okay, here we are, 114.50. This is what I wanted to see there. It's a full point for us now. SOUN, fantastic. Stop loss on SOUN under 1050 traders. And here comes my second partialing point on the AMD. SPY triple Q still stretching a little bit higher, but run numbers are coming, 518 and 587 on the SPY and the triple Q. Okay, how much you still can stretch? A bit more AMD? Let's see. Nice move to the upside, nice volume. 58, fantastic. I still have not taken my second partial, but I am ready if I see a bunch of sellers coming in. 65, fantastic. Very nice AMD. Okay, here we are, traders. 63, 64, 67. I see some sellers now on the 70. Yep, this is it. This is it for me, traders. Second partial AMD. I'm just taking it now. 114.76.80. I just took second partial of the AMD. As you can see, the little arrow here, you can see there that I just made the second partial on the trade. 100 just left here. And the Soundhound is coming for the second partial too. Fantastic. What a trade on SoundHound, guys. This is a multiple R trade. I really like this trade today. So SoundHound, that was a beautiful gap and go trade. Just made a nice consolidation on the Viva. Perfect intraday breakout. First partial has been done. And the second partial, I think I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to do it here. I'm going to sell a bit more than my half of the share size here on this 1070 level. And let's see whether we can stretch a little bit higher indeed. So second partial done, and stop loss is going to be under this 1050 level. So 1045 is going to be my final stop loss. All right, traders, so second partial on AMD, second partial on the SoundHound. Nice green day so far. PRTR, I don't know, I was calling this 126.50, but again, I do not like the volume at all. It's such a low volume. Lara, be careful. Tesla just has its morning. Yeah, it was a bit delayed, right? Tesla was funny. I did not regret I get out of PDD, guys. Just not doing anything. Okay, guys, nice gap and go market. We have not seen something like that for a while. It's really nice to see that sometimes the market still know how to how to behave normally, right? So let's see the next one. Also, after these nice moves to the upside, I would like to see rather a reversal play. For that, might we still need to see the market or wait till a small pullback there. Amazon looks strong still, Google, but everything on the highs now. Apple not, though. Apple is still looks like it's an intraday breakout. However, today I don't like Apple. Okay, guys, on the AMD, we can put our stop loss under 114 with the last shares. I'm just going to move my stop loss here. I have 100 shares left, both of my trades. Also on the SoundHound, I was a bit too shy with the partial or the share size, sorry. Okay, so small lock-in profit on the SoundHound, and AMD is going to be the same. It's okay. I just made the AMD, and this is going to be the SoundHound. SoundHound partialing point, two partialing point, and I do not want to see that down under this 1050 level. That means 40, around 45. It's going to be 47. It's going to be my final stop loss here. And NVIDIA is just got a move finally. Yes, I see it's a little bit too late for me on the NVDA. I would not say it's not going to make a continuation because it still can, but after such a stretch on the market and the stocks, I like to see a small pullback first, like VWAP reversal, something like this. If you still want to try it over 135, act as a scalper because sometimes it's 40 minutes now, 40 minutes went by, and sometimes these breakouts after the first 30 minutes, it can mean that it can be a false breakout. Like it's breaking out and shaking out. But if you are acting as a scalper and go for, I don't know, 30, 40 cents, it's completely okay. Nice. So 3 winners, or two winners, one loser. But the loser, thanks to the position management, it was much lower, especially with half share size. Wow, Google is on fire too. Look at that. Soundhound would be great to see it over this $11 level today. Just checking my stocks. mRNA is not bad either, guys. mRNA is up a lot, but again, extended Roblox 3.62%. Wow. Roblox was a buy the book VWAP reversal. Can't believe that stock. That was nice. Okay. Just getting my homework done here. I'm just going to collect a little bit more. Nice setups for you here. Tesla, wow. Okay. Guys, sorry, I still don't like this PLTR today. I know it's very rare when I don't like PLTR, but today it seems like it's just not PLTR's day, I would say. DJT is still suffering here. Okay. Oh, that was a very nice VWAP reversal on the Roblox. PDD looks like a long rasp. Yes, I've told you these Chinese stocks can be quite tricky, but I'm not going to touch it. I had a loser on it. It's okay. I'm just going to let it run without me in any direction. Okay, AMD looks like as a possible double top. Let's see. Amazon is still strong. Google running. I'm wondering whether Microsoft can just join the party here. Even Meta is still up and overall market is breaking out again. Not a fast moving market environment again, but at least it's stable so far, at least. Okay. Amazon, wow, what a break. I don't know, maybe even Nvidia is going to make that at the end, this 135. Next stronger resistance on the triple Q traders, it's going to be 520 as I've seen, and definitely the 590 on the SPY. Okay, no breakout yet. AMD, it's coming back under 114. I'm going to be out. Soundhound stop loss under 1050. RGTI is not strong today. How about OKLO? So-so. Big mover. Right, traders, if you have any setup on your list, please just let us know. And if you have any questions, and in this case too. So far, I am expecting a small pullback on the market, and in this case, hopefully some nice VWAP reversals, which I would like. MSTR level 2, yeah, DVG's favorite. Let me just check it. Ooh, that looks ugly. Yeah, you are right. It's under this round number 370, close to Friday's low. Yeah, it looks like it's under quite of a nasty pressure to the downside. Looks interesting for a short, agree. Okay, not bad. As I know DVG, he would just call it already to the short side under this 370. I think he would be in already. Ah, nice. Ah, you are in already. That's good. Yeah, it's a bit extended for me. Just fill the gap. I'm not a fan of shorting the low of the days. That looks interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, MSTR for me it's a little bit way too spready. Okay, Raspi, this PLTR finally it's working. I call it on 126.50. Did not take it because again the volume was low. But if you took it, it looks a little bit more promising now. Also, the market is still just consolidating, going sideways. Scott is still on the long side on the DJT. He just called the DJT over 24.49.50. He still thinks that this can make a pullback here. Still waiting with this market, and this market again actually looks like as a breakout. Look at that. And in this case, maybe this NVIDIA of yours is going to work there. I like the Google pullback. Google already started to pull back. Apple is back to the VWAP too. Nice level to look at. This MSTR still going to your direction. And great to see traders that even the AMD made a reversal. So I'm still holding both of my last shares on the sound and on the AMD. Seems like these lower priced AI plays are just hyped up again. And here comes NVDA. Act as a scalper still. However, market is moving nicely higher at the moment. Wow, MSTR. That's a drop. Tesla still looks strong too. GME is coming back to the VWAP. So everything is looking like stronger now. Again. AMD triple top. Come on, AMD. Break this 115. As far as I know, no more news for today, traders. Only one FOMC member speaker going to happen in around, I don't know, 8 p.m., something like that. Like really late in the evening. Scott likes GME. He's going to buy it over 34.50. And he still believes in DJT to go higher. I'm just holding this AMD and SoundHound traders. I cannot see any other trades at the moment. Also, this Apple, I'm wondering whether finally it can break this consolidation high. Triple Q beautiful, but it has not touched the 520 level yet. As I've just mentioned you, it can be a stronger resistance based on the daily at least. MU amazing. Wow. Should have taken it over this 95.10 level or 95. Yeah, I see. You were right, Raspi. Did you take it? Tesla bad news after bad news, but stock keeps going up. Level 2, yeah, I know. But you know why it's just going up now? Everyone is hoping that finally Elon is going to really pay attention to the Tesla. So this is quite of a, I don't know, hope play. This is just driving it higher. Okay, here comes soon the first stronger resistance for both the SPY and the triple Q. I'm really wondering what's going to happen there. Soundhound is still perfect, guys. Really nice. We can just move our stop loss a bit higher, in my opinion, both by AMD and NVDA, just under the previous low, you see? And on the Soundhound as well. And let's see whether this market is going to behave as I thought. And it's going to stop by 520 at least on the triple Q. Okay, here we go, Soundhound. I'm just going to move my stop loss under 1075. So I'm starting to be a little bit more tough on the stop loss. I'm not leaving that such a big space anymore because I just feel, you know, if it's going to get a bit exhausted, then it's going to drop and it doesn't worth to keep it further holding it. Okay, so we are trading almost an hour now with three trades, two beautiful big winners, one small loser, and I'm really waiting for this market to get a small relief pullback, but not on my AMD and the Soundhound. Soundhound looks fantastic. It's really ready to break this 11, hopefully. And even as I see, NVIDIA is not that bad. Yes, I know the king it is, but for me it's too extended now. As I've told you, even over this 135, I would still act as a quick scalper. You know what? Which one is started to move again? Okay, hello. Let me just check CCJ too. And against traders, I'm really waiting for this market for a small pullback, a small relief, and then to make some reversal plays. CCJ is starting to be stronger again. Interesting. All right, so one more bull flag by the SPY and the triple Q, as I see. Nice and strong market today. My Sandhound is ready to break 11. Hopefully AMD is ready to break the 115 level too. This is a typical little bit slower market after the long weekend, but at least we have a direction, and direction matters a lot nowadays, guys, as you could see and experience too. I'm just checking the news in the meantime. Mm. Yeah, consumer confidence rebounds in May on easing of US-China tensions. Quite of a good news indeed. Okay, here we go back. Now let's see. We have the right stop loss levels, so let's see whether it's going to be a pullback or still a stretching higher but slower type of move on the market. It is overextended, I agree, Zach. I don't like though the volume. It was a little bit too strong on the green candles on this PDD. Let me just check it on the daily. Hmm. Yeah, it can pull back till this $100 level, but 100 is going to play as a stronger support there. Watch out, okay? If you want to short it, I'm not going to touch this PDD anymore. As I've told you, I don't like it anymore, but yes, it can be a possible reversal, small reversal at least. In the meantime, traders, the market is still stretching together with that. Soundhound reached 11. AMD, it's a bit lazy. Amazon very strong. And if you took this reversal or a breakout on the 135 on the NVDA, here is the partialing point soon. Let's see how it can move around this 135.50 level, and the market is still stretching higher also. Again, 520, it's coming closer on the triple Q. Very nice MBDA. Amazon, that's a piece today as well. PLTR is back to the VWAP as well, but the volume is still very low, my opinion. And Apple is completely like muted today, gapped up and glued to the VWAP. That's it. Okay. Here is the red candle on the SPY. Okay, so the next setup which I would look for, it's definitely the VWAP reversals traders, and I have a strong feeling might we are going to get out on our stocks, but at least on the AMD. Tesla. Look at this Tesla thing. Wow. Might I'm not right and we do continue higher. That's crazy. Nice call on PDD. Zach, if you took it. You're adding on 100. Okay. Ah, there is a chance. Hopefully it's moving back to this 98 level. Let's see. I'm still holding the last shares, guys, on SoundHound, AMD. Market is starting to be a bit slower here, especially with this consolidation taking place now. Target 99. Looks nice. Well done. Oh, AMD, beautiful. 115. We need to see you to break this 115. Okay, guys, nice NVIDIA. Here comes the semi-round number, and here is our AMD traders. Fantastic. We don't have to do anything else, just to adjust a little bit on the stop loss again, which I'm going to do. And in this case, I'm just going to move my stop loss under 114. Let's move it 114.70. So if it's going to make a pullback, I'm going to maximize my profit like that. And on the SoundHound, let me just check it. I think the stop loss is great there. So if it's breaking 1080, then I'm going to be out. Okay, this PDD is still running nicely for you, Buzak. That's nice. And in the meantime, our AMD is still looks strong together with the market. But again, I feel the market is starting to get a bit weaker, just a little bit. Okay, guys, let's see how is your trading day today. I'm just going to make a poll as usual. And let's see whether are there any traders who just sit on their hands, which is never a mistake, guys. Okay, so if you feel like the market environment is not for you, you just entered late to the trading day or anything like that, and you decide not to push the button, not to click the button, it's completely okay. So let's see how is your trading day. And our SoundHound is getting closer to my stop loss. It's okay, which is in a plus now. Wow, SMCI, how strong it is. I would take a partial on NVIDIA if you're still holding it, traders, because as the time goes by, market is making this consolidation longer. The chance is going higher with a possible pullback. Shopify checking. It's not on my radar, but checking it for you. Nice and strong today, but this is extended too for me. This is unfortunately extended. I want to see a pullback around this 106 level to the VWAP and then to see a reversal. But we should keep an eye on that, I think. Okay, 92% in green, 8% in red. Don't give up. Trading day is still here. I mean, almost a full trading day because we are trading just for an hour now. Also, be careful with the revenge trading. Okay. SPY again making a small pullback together with the triple Q. And I'm still expecting a small pullback, I mean, on the overall indices. Here comes the Soundhound pullback. Again, traders, I'm out on 1076. And I hope you took the partial when I just told you on the NVIDIA. I've seen that sellers are gathering around. And here comes our AMD is going to be out soon. This DJT just doesn't want to work for Scott. Just moving lower and lower. I don't trust this stock at all. Okay, last attempt to make another reversal on Soundhound. Nice and strong today. All right, traders, I'm out of AMD. Soundhound is still in. I think Soundhound is going to be out soon, traders, so watch out, please. But so far, great day for sure. 93% of yours is in green, 7% is red, but as I've told you, hopefully it's going to be a good one at the end. Which stop I like on AMD? It's out already, and I put the AMD stop loss a little bit like, tougher under 114.80. Under 114.80 RASP, this was my stop loss on the AMD. I'm a bit more generous with the Soundhound, as you can see, because it is just under 1015 or 75, 1075.50, 1075 around. and overall market is still trying to make a move. CRM checking. Took partial 115. Yeah, I had not enough shares to take another partial. That's why I was just, getting a bit more tougher on my last stop loss. Wow, what a comeback on the CRM. And that looks interesting. I guess I don't know which. Oof, but you know what? The volume is tiny, tiny, super low. Just because of the volume, might it would not be a touch for you or for me. Sorry. So the volume it's really really low on the CRM, which is interesting because it was involved in the news, like it's buying Infa. I guess Infa has not moved too much since the oh no, it's just this line. It's typical by these buyout stocks. Triple Q is still pushing to the highs. Amazing. All right, traders. So SoundHound is the last one, and I'm just checking for new trades here. I cannot see anything which I would say that, yeah, this is the one which I'm waiting for. Again, I would like to see a pullback, and VWAP reversals would be the next bet, maybe, if the if the market is not going to change the direction, which is it's always in the cards nowadays. Okay, traders, I think I'm just going to call it as a day for today. I will have a meeting soon. And as you can see, SoundHound is going to be out in some seconds as I see. It's under 75, 1075. It's very close, but I'm very happy for this nice trading morning, starting the day with this shortened week because of yesterday Memorial Day off. Despite of that, it was quite of a nice surprising trending market. Well, what comes next? What's going to happen in the afternoon? No idea, and I'm out. But I have to tell you that this can just change in a second, so be careful. So if you are going to stay trading, then wait for this small pullback. Let's see this nice reversal, and then go for reversals. Maybe intraday breakouts. Might it's going to break the VWAP and then to goes back over the VWAP. It can happen too because as you could see, these moves are quite hectic nowadays, but even VWAP reversals can be great for the next setups. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day, a green one in the end, and as usual, tomorrow I'm going to be back at 9. And don't forget to check out our website, especially if you go to the client area, how you can go to the client area. I'm just going to show you soon. You just go to the TEFS.com. Okay, you can choose your language, of course. And if you just go to login or start trading, you can use your Gmail account easily. Okay. And as you can see here, we have the summer sales. All right, so if you are interested in any of our challenges or funded accounts, you can just go to the website, log in, register with your plain Gmail account, for example, Gmail email. And as you can see, there are quite of a nice promotions for the summer, like on the student account, instead of $2,485 is just a 2,000, and you get a 66,000 buying power. On the challenges, it's even better. Challenges, if you are still not familiar with the challenge, you can win a funded account. Indeed, win. I don't like to use this word. Earn, I would say, because you need to do 10% profit on your challenge account, and if you just reached it, you can just get eligible for the funded account. Indeed. Yes, and actually, private mentorings included in the funded accounts, like in a package, because in by appropriator trading account, you are not buying or not using it as a broker account that you get 3,000 and you get X leverage, but you are buying a package. This package includes educational materials, a lot, plus VIP room subscription, plus private mentoring with me. And it's starting already with the student account indeed. So yes, I am doing mentoring. Level 2, you sure? Especially on the Tesla? Oh, okay. I would not touch it for a short now. Can I do TEFS as I am living in the USA? And sorry, but unfortunately not. It's still not available for US traders. Legal team is working on that. If they can solve it, we don't know yet. Indeed, but unfortunately, it is not allowed at the moment for US traders. I wish it would finally, but regulations, it's all over. You're very welcome, the King, but you can just get in touch with me about the mentoring and okay at agi@tefs.com. All right, guys. So I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Have a nice one. If you are not living in the US or in Israel, because these two countries unfortunately at the moment not available. But if you want to check the summer sales, then just go to the TEFS.com. I wish you a beautiful one and please stay safe and see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp, as always. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate your sense here. I really like this interaction. Thank you for your cause. It's helping a lot, not just for me, the whole community to learn, to see other setups, other point of view. So I think it's very important for improving together as traders. And if you like the stream, please just give us a thumbs up, not just for me, but the incredible marketing team as well. Thank you very much, guys. So have a nice one and see you tomorrow. Bye.